Humans are constantly searching for a sense of adventure, for a sense of purpose, curiosity, or belonging. It's a necessity, as we thrive off of it. Without purpose, there is no point. Why proceed with the hardships of life when there is no adventure to be had? Why continue to push through the struggles of society if you have no place to call home? If you aren't willing to explore the countless mysteries unknown to mankind, why bother with anything at all? These attributes are what drive us as humans to continue living, to continue to put up with the shit life throws at us on a day-to-day basis and pursue the ideal adventure. And with that, I bring to you Made in Abyss, an anime so full of adventure, curiosity, and exploration that you'll begin to feel as if you're part of its world. You'll become so immersed in the story that you'll lose track of time. You will feel a myriad of emotions run through you as you experience the Abyss firsthand, while at the same time gradually attaching yourself to the wonderful characters. You quite literally become part of the Abyss, and although it's a fictional setting, the feeling is completely genuine. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you my analysis of Made in Abyss, and why I fell so deeply in love with it. The Abyss is an enigmatic chasm stretching down into the depths of Earth, filled to the brim with mysterious creatures and unknown artifacts from a time long past. The Abyss is surrounded by the city of Orth, inhabiting explorers referred to as cave raiders, who descend into the Abyss in hopes of uncovering its many secrets. Riko, a 12-year-old girl and our protagonist, is an aspiring cave raider. However, due to her inexperience and novelty, she is only permitted to explore the uppermost layer. During one of her descents, she is attacked and pursued by a Crimson Splitjaw, one of the many inhabitants of the Abyss, and is eventually saved by Reg, a robot with the appearance of a young boy. Shortly after this ordeal, Riko receives a letter from her mother, whose last known location was at the very bottom of the Abyss. The letter reads, "At the bottom of the Abyss, I'll be waiting." So, despite the grievance of her peers, she and Reg begin their dark descent into the Abyss to confront the horrors of its depths in hopes of finding Riko's mother. I will be honest here, I was originally hesitant in regards to watching this series, as on the surface, Made in Abyss comes off as not much more than a light-hearted adventure title. With its chibi-like character designs and upbeat color schemes, it gives off this palpable sense of safety, which didn't interest me. But despite the sense of security you may feel at the beginning, that feeling slowly dissipates as the anime progresses. The dangers of the Abyss are far beyond that of human comprehension, as although one may be able to descend as far as they please, whenever ascension is attempted, said person suffers the repercussions of the well-known curse of the Abyss. These repercussions consist of dizziness and nausea, internal bleeding, the loss of one's humanity, and beyond that, even death. The deeper you go, the more the consequences worsen, hence why only a minuscule amount of people have returned from the Abyss's depths. As Riko and Reg descend further into the Abyss, reality derails from expectation. The idea of being able to succeed without flaw escapes, as the morbid reality of the Abyss bestows itself upon them. As the dark truth of the Abyss settles within the minds of the two, they are forced to evolve from naive children into explorers prepared to face death. Throughout this development, you will most likely find yourself growing attached to each individual character. The hardships they endure, you endure. You go through the very trauma the characters experience. You feel every ounce of raw emotion that exudes from this series, whether it be fear, excitement, curiosity, heartbreak, or just a sense of adventure. You feel it all. As a result of this, a bond between the viewer and the fictional characters is fabricated, creating for a more immersive experience. Hell, not only is it the main characters, but every single side character is portrayed with so much raw, beautiful emotion, just makes for an absolutely wonderful experience. The score for Made in Abyss is what I like to consider the perfect musical number. Never have I loved the OST of any series to the extent of which I will listen to it on repeat for hours. But Made in Abyss is an exception. Its soundtrack manages to capture every essence of emotion portrayed in the show. Listening to the music alone sparks a sense of eagerness, a sense of pure wonderment, a desire to explore what has yet to be explored. It establishes the feeling of freedom and causes you to reminisce on past memories of adventure and to think of all the possibilities the future may hold. In the grand scheme of things, we all seek purpose and adventure. We all get lost in our own thoughts and problems and slowly evolve into empty husks of sentient beings. Something that I have come to realize, however, is that a sense of adventure tends to fill that empty void. Not knowing the unknown and having a desire to explore it leads to an inevitable cure, per se. And to me, Made in Abyss is that adventure. It is that cure. This is a series that left me beyond satisfied. And after watching this video, I hope that you decide to take that journey as well, to delve into the abyss and submerge your mind in a world full of adventure.